was so smart he spoke algebra. I mean, yes, sir, he had a plan too. Got him a nice new big blue suit, a big briefcase, had a plan. But he knew how smart his dad was. Walked up and said, Father, I'm going to kill the dragon. He says, I have a plan. But he says, I need your help. What can you do? So the tailor stood up tall and he says, you look him in the eye and you say these words. Dragon, dragon, how do you do? I've been sent by the king to murder you. Well, he was really smart. He thought about it for quite a little while. He said, Father, lights are on, but ain't nobody home. That's dull. But he headed off the mountain. Yes, sir, briefcase in hand, suit and tie, headed for the mountain. Walked right up to the front door of that cave, knocked on the door. The dragon came to the door. Yes. Yes, sir, dragon, I have the best selection brushes you will ever see in your life. Yes, sir, I have the finest selection of brushes for your shoes and for your suit, for your comb, your hair, brush, your teeth. I mean, I have the finest selection you will ever see in your whole life. Yes, sir. Dragon looked at him and says, go away. Whoa, 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 don't go away so fast. How about if I leave you with my catalog, and next Tuesday I'll come back and get your order. He reached for his briefcase to pull out his sword, and the dragon come upside his head, knocked him out cold. Picked up the second son by his ear. There's two sons down. Now, like I said, the tailor had 3 sons. And now the third one was a really nice kid. Yes, sir, just a really nice kid. I mean, just the nicest little fella you ever seen in your whole life. Everybody liked him. I mean, he smiled and helped. He was just a good kid, just never in a box of rocks. But he didn't have a kingdom, and he didn't have a princess either, so he got to thinking he ought to have a plan. So he went out and got him a big old horse. Except he was older than dirt. Didn't move very fast. Got him a big old suit of armor, but about 3 sizes too big, so he couldn't kind of stand up exactly. He got him a sword, but the sword was so big he couldn't pick up both ends of it at the same time, so I kind of had to drag it along behind the horse on a rope like a plow. But he knew how smart his dad was, so he walked in and he said, Father, I'm going to go kill the dragon. Well, you look him straight in the eye, and you stand up tall, and you say these words. Dragon, dragon, how do you do? I've been sent by the king to murder you. Well, good still there. I said, gee, Dad, that kind of runs. Rolled up on that big old horse with that big old suit of armor with that sword tied along behind, and they headed for the mountain. Got to balance himself, and the horse moved so slow the dragon fell asleep on the way up, watching him. Yes, so you're kind of behind your depth here because he's old, and all of a sudden the old kid pulled back in front of that old cave, and the old kid piled off that horse and went up to the front door and knocked on the door and said, and there was the dragon. The dragon looked down at him and said, may I help you? And the old kid looked up at the dragon and he said, dragon, how do you do? I've been sent by the king to murder you. And the dragon looked down at him and he smiled. He started to giggle. The dragon started laughing. He was laughing so hard he started turning blue. He fell down and round and rolled around. Made the old kid mad. He went to go get his sword. Dragon dragon was rolling around on the ground. Old kid got his sword now, flipping it end over end. Got clear up to the dragon and the sword slipped. Lobbed that dragon's head plumb off. Well, out popped his two brothers. One brother looked at him and said, "What'd you do?" He says, "I made you." Well, what they did, they went back in the cave. In case you ever wondered, in dragons' caves, there's gold. And there was that magic book of the wizards, too. So he could turn his mother-in-law back into a queen, right? And they were rich, and he became king. Now, for all you folks that are wondering if there's a moral to this story, you ready? Here you go. You're never too dumb to be king.